Hey guys, how you doing? This is JP Sarri coming to you once again. And in this episode of Weekend Gaming, I want to review some of the news from the gaming world that happened this past week. I apologize I didn't post this on Saturday, but I want to do it today. I was not feeling good, and I had things to do with the family as well. But first of all, I want to talk about Black Ops 4. Which was released just on October 12th on Friday. And of course, there's a lot of people playing it. There's a lot of reviews online that are coming up yet. We still got to wait for other big reviews. But of course, this game, of course, if you know Black Ops, you know the Call of Duty franchise. Black Ops is developed by Treyarch and, of course, published by Activision. The game came out for the PS4, Xbox One, and the PC. There's a lot of commentary, and I haven't really played it. I've been playing Black Ops for quite a while. And I was playing just recently Black Ops 3, which in many ways was a bit disappointing, although it's fun. It's another, Call of Duty game. But there's a lot of things that they had tweaked here where they kind of trying to maintain it fresh and also adapt to what people are wanting in today's market. Of course, there's no single player campaign, which a lot of people are disliking because Black Ops or Call of Duty games have always been known for their single player campaigns. Well, there's no single player campaign here, which actually I don't mind because, to be honest with you, I haven't in past years, in recent years, I haven't played a lot of games. I've stopped playing their single player campaign and I just dive into the multiplayer mode. Particularly with my time, I don't have all the time in the world, so it's easier just to go into multiplayer and play with other people online than just trying to play a single campaign. I did not play the single campaign for Black Ops 2, and I did not play the single campaign for Black Ops 3. So to me, it's nothing different. I'm still playing, I will still play Black Ops 4, and they pretty much have put all their eggs on that basket into the multiplayer experience, which is good. There's zombie mode, which is always known for that for Black Ops, and for their franchise. Although I've never been crazy about the zombie mode, I have played a couple of times, but I really don't play the zombie mode. It's just not my cup of tea. And now they have the blackout mode, which is technically a battle royale map or game, which a lot of people are saying that is very good and is great. I definitely don't. I've never been crazy about battle royale games. It's not something that I really look forward to play. It's one of the reasons I don't like Fortnite. I just don't like the mode. But they say that there is a great addition to this collection, so I'm sure that I'm going to try it. Now, there's a couple of things that are really good for Black Ops. First of all, there's no more wall running and no more thrust jumping, which for some reason I used it. I got used to it, using it on Black Ops 3, but I never really liked the feature. So now it's going back to actually what Black Ops 2 was. So you have to be more tactical. You have to be more careful of your movement, across rooms when you move from one part of the room to another or one part of the map to another. There's no more self-healing. So now you have to be more careful of the way you expend technically your energy. So it's not more like you have to be more tactical on what you do. There's no more the ability to do that. So there's you need to kill yourself, you need to patch yourself, and now there is a use of armor as an extra protection. Now a lot of people are saying that the armor part is not fair because it unbalances the game. So I haven't really played, so I really don't know. But when I get to it, I'll put my 2 cents on it. There are, of course, people are encountering some bugs and errors. So things like that need to be cleared out. Of course, in every game that it just launches, particularly multiplayer games, you're going to find those bugs and those errors. But I'm sure that in later updates, they will take care of all of that. Now, finally, as I mentioned last week, the PSN PlayStation there were plans to allow the ability to players and gamers to change their gamer tag. Well, finally, we have the news. This is confirmed. Now, this is on beta only, so it's just for people that are signed up to PlayStation Preview Program, and only a few people are going to be able to do it. Now, according to this, the first change will be free, so every gamer, every player will be able to change their name at no cost. Now, subsequent changes, you will have to make a premium payment. If you're a PS Plus member, of course, you can pay $4.99 every time you change. If you're not a member, you're going to have to pay $9.99. So I think it's fair. It is great that this is happening. Unfortunately, only a few people will be able to test it out. Now, there are some caveats. One is that not all games will be compatible, will be able to recognize the change. The feature will be only compatible with games that have been published after April 1st of 2018 and the large majority of the most played PS4 games. So, a great number of games and applications. So that means the total number, or the vast majority, 98% of games on the PS4, PS3, and PS Vita will not be guaranteed to work with this new feature. And many users may encounter a lot of errors and a lot of issues. So this is just for the beta. The beta is only will last a couple, I think within a month. It's just going to last a month. It will or 2 months. It will end on the late November. And then, of course, the feature will roll out on early 2019. There's no specific date for that. Now, they're saying that you're going to be able actually to see the new name. And at the bottom, you're going to see your old name. So that way people can still recognize you. If you have friends that just only recognize you by your name. So it's kind of cool that they applying this. I'm really looking forward to the whole feature. Be able to change the name. Maybe we try something different and something new. Maybe I can finally put myself a JP Sarri name on my profile. Now, this week we received an Xbox, a new update. Of course, this update does a lot of great things, actually. Add some features, going forward for the Xbox. First of all, there's an avatar editor, which is very good. I never been crazy about the avatar system that they have on the Xbox 360, and of course was transferred to the Xbox One. Now, this one gives you more options, more features. It's kind of like a revamp of the same feature. You still will be able to use the old avatar or your new avatar. You can choose, but you can do all kind of things, a lot of changes to the color, the way you dress, your appearance. So it's going to be pretty much a 2.0 version of that, which is great. Also, the Alexa and Cortana support. So it's going to give you a better voice command than what we have with Kinect. So whoever is lazy and don't want to just really do anything with their buttons and just by simply a voice command, you will be able to do greater things with any Alexa and Cortana, supported devices. Now, they also altered the Dolby Vision HDR compatibility. This is HDR for streaming services. So it's much better quality for those, of course, devices that support this. It's going to be a much better quality if you have one of this, newer systems. So it is pretty cool. I really like it that the new edition and streaming is just coming a long, long way. Also, the narrator added 5 new languages. You got Spanish, you got Portuguese, you got Polish, you got Swedish, you got Dutch, and Australian English. I think that I'm going to probably change mine to Australian English because, I don't know, I like the Australian accent. It's always cool. Microsoft announced an Xbox game streaming service, and they call it Project xCloud. And I think this is the most exciting news of this week. Developers will be able to support the streaming service with no additional work. And that in addition to trying to solve the big old latency problem. Now, Microsoft is going to use a lot of the data centers worldwide to combat that through the use of 5G network, which is becoming the standard in many parts, particularly in first world countries, but it's going to be the standard at some point for the entire world in many places. The team is developing, Microsoft is developing a new game-specific touch input overlay for controller-free playing. That means that you don't have to, of course, if you don't have a console, you can play these games on a touchscreen, on a pad, you have one of the touchscreen devices. You'll be able to control the games pretty much from anywhere in the world, which is something that is very, very, extremely cool. The goal of Project xCloud is to deliver a quality experience for all gamers on all devices that's consistent with the speed and high fidelity gamers experience and expect on their PCs and consoles, the company said. I think this is a great news on that part. The fact that you're able to kind of cross-platform with all type of devices, and you have the same experience and share the same experience. I think it's one of the biggest parts and one of the biggest challenge of game streaming. And Microsoft is very confident that they can manage this. Of course, this news comes just a week after Google announced its own step at the streaming world, Project Stream, which entered a closed beta test this weekend and last weekend, and allowed for users to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey in a Google Chrome tab. So as you know, we are in a new age of gaming. A lot of things are happening. And if I could tell you one thing, what I like about Microsoft, through all the changes Microsoft is doing, I've always been a big supporter of Microsoft consoles and game devices. I believe that Microsoft is a visionary company that changes the landscape of gaming constantly. I've been playing the first Xbox. It was my favorite console over, of course, the GameCube and over the PS2. To me, that was a powerful console that not a lot of people understood, a lot of people really care about, but it changed the landscape of gaming by introducing a lot of the features that we now enjoy, like, multiplayer and all that stuff. And the ability to have much better designs and much better graphics and to save the games into your hard drive. All of that was introduced by the Xbox. And Microsoft has always been at the forefront of the change in the gaming industry by adding things that pushing the boundaries, pushing the walls to add more new systems and new things. While, if everybody loves Nintendo, I love Nintendo, but Nintendo always plays it safe just for their own protection. They try to protect their own franchise, their own company, their own IPs. It's all about protecting themselves as a company and always enclosing themselves. And I feel that Switch is even it's a great device, a good device. It's pretty much trapped into their own making and through their own Nintendo rules and regulations in regards to them as a company on the things they can accomplish. Now, PlayStation, I love PlayStation. That's right now my system that I use for everything, PS4, for all my gaming. I love PlayStation. I'm a supporter of Sony. But Sony always has placed it in the middle tier. He's always, as a company, they're always in the center. They give what customers want stuff today. And I feel that Microsoft, Xbox, is always looking into what customers wants in the future. So they always pushing towards the future, always innovating, always creating, just thinking outside the box, not just trying to please the customers now, but trying to think about what would customers want in the future. And there's an evolution. Like I said earlier, gamers have changed. Games have changed. Our expectations of gaming have changed. Going back to what I was saying at Black Ops, before years ago, I would care a lot about, the experiences playing on, single player campaigns, which over the years, of the past few years, I haven't not playing a lot of single player campaign games. I'm more into multiplayer. So gamers have evolved and their desires have evolved and their experiences have evolved. So you have to kind of cater to that. You have to look towards that. And I think Microsoft is at the forefront doing it. So I'm very excited for the news. I'm very excited for this new project. I think this is nothing has excited me as much this week, or I would say in a long time, in what I think about gaming, what Project xCloud is doing. The ability to play your games on your phone, on your tablet, on your laptop, on your computer, anywhere in the world without they need even to having a console. So all of those things allow for more integration of gamers in the world. People that they might not have these experiences, but might be able now to experience these games in any part of the world with any device. So those are great news in my opinion. So once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please follow me on my channel and please follow my other videos. And once again, thanks for your time. God bless. Talk to you again. Bye-bye.